there are two examples that stand out. So at Microsoft, one of my schools was Iowa State. And I have never been so cold in my life than flying to Iowa in the winter. One of the times I was there, it was negative 17 degrees. I remember my phone ringing and like I couldn't hear the person talking because like I had so many layers on. So needless to say, recruiters didn't like Iowa State. It had always been this kind of school like, oh, why did I get Iowa State? I actually really loved it. So there were a couple things that I loved about Iowa State. I mean, one of them was because the weather is so bad, what else can students do but study? So these were really dedicated students. You know, Midwest charm, people held doors open for me, said, thank you, ma'am. Like, I felt like these students were genuinely like really interested in these jobs. They sent me thank you letters. So there were these two international students that stood out in my mind. One of them was a master's student from Nigeria, and one of them was an undergraduate from Togo. And both of them very much embodied the American dream. Like, they came here to study because like, they really like that was their dream. They wanted to like come and work for a company like Microsoft. But the master's student actually had a background in electrical engineering, which is tangential to software engineering. You know, he had had some software classes, but it wasn't the exact perfect background. But I could see the passion that he had, and I knew that if he came to Microsoft that he would dedicate everything that he had to, you know, really making a career there. So, I mean, what I did for these two students, every time that I went out to Iowa, I would bring an engineer with me and I would have them sit down with these two students and just do some mock interviews. They would recommend some books that they could read. And I mean, these students like did everything that was recommended. One of them didn't make it through interviews the first time, but I was able to get him interviews again. But both of them are still at Microsoft. You know, so this was back in like 2004, 2005, and they are both still there. They're both very senior. They're very accomplished. They both came to my wedding. So I just, like, for me, I felt really proud. Like, to me, that's like exactly what recruiting was about. I saw them a bit as like diamonds in the rough. They were people that maybe Microsoft would have passed on if we hadn't, you know, given a little bit additional help. But like they've just done so well there. So yeah, that's who stands out.